Hey, what's up, Moo community? Another lifetime deal, folks. Omar here. I hope you guys are doing well. I thought I'd create this video for all of those folks that are sitting on the fence or not sure whether or not to buy our Black Friday offer for Blitzit, which is, by the way, still running. The offer is still live, but not for long though. We're going to be closing down doors Saturday midnight EST. So with that in mind, this video is going to help you make that decision. We're going to be dividing the video into two parts. Number one, those of you who are not familiar with what Blitzit is and how it can actually improve your productivity, I'm going to be going through that. And secondly, I know everyone in these communities values transparency, and that's important to us too. And as the post claims, right, the title of this post says, Blitzit is a heavy heart-proof deal. I want to essentially prove those claims in this video, and we're going to be running through behind the scenes in terms of what our financials look like, what we've planned for the future, and whether or not Blitzit is going to be around in 1 year, 2 years time. I know you guys have those questions, rightfully so. So we're going to be covering those too. Let's jump straight into it. Number one, what is Blitzit? Well, Blitzit is this little tool that you see over here. My current task, which is this task, by the way, recording this video, is running at the moment. I've divided it into two subtasks. And how does this help? Well, Blitzit helps you get more focus, unwavering focus, and converts all of your tasks into a beautiful actionable list and helps you gain momentum and get more done. That's what Blitzit does in a nutshell. You can see the current live task over here. My widget is always visible. I can place it anywhere on my screen. And from here, I can take a break. I can add notes on the fly, which is really, really convenient. I can pause the task. I can skip to the next task. And I've also got subtasks, which is really important as well, because you can really monitor your progress. And this really helps you with motivation as well. When you have these big chunky tasks and you don't divide them into subtasks, you don't actually visualize your progress and it can seem overwhelming. And so Blitzit's purpose is to make your work fun and exciting and gives you momentum to complete it. It gamifies your to-do list. Now, the best part is once I hover over here and smash the done button, celebrate your wins with a fun little GIF. By the way, if you don't want the GIF, you can also turn it off in preferences. But essentially, in a nutshell, Blitzit makes it exciting to complete your tasks. And you can see right over here, I've got the rest of my tasks that follows through for the day. So I've got my daily list right here. From here, once I complete a task, I can choose whether or not to move on to the next task or take a break. If I take a break, I've set my break to a default at 15 minutes. And the whole purpose of Blitzit, I had an itch, I really built Blitzit to scratch my own itch, which is I've been using all these different project management tools and productivity tools. I use Notion, I've used ClickUp, I use Apple Notes, and I just find that my tasks are scattered across my little digital world. And I'm sure it's the same for you guys. And the whole purpose of Blitzit is to align all of your scattered tasks into one beautiful actionable list that's gamified and that makes your to-do list fun, right? And that's the purpose. So far, we've integrated Notion and Google Calendar. So we'll just quickly go into that. You can see I've integrated my Notion tasks, specifically my YouTube videos. I create YouTube content and I can sync all of my YouTube tasks from Notion directly on here. Why would I do that? Because, within Notion itself, I have my scripts and stuff like that, which is better for my workflow. So the purpose of Blitzit is not to get rid of your project management workflows, your calendars and stuff like that. It's really to convert those into an actionable list, right? Because you need those platforms. You need those platforms to manage the bigger picture, your teams, your documents, and your larger and wider backlog. But what Blitzit does is then takes all those tasks and converts it into the actionable list for the week, for the day. Let me go into Google Calendar as well, because that's one of the most important integrations. I've integrated my Google Calendar items, and you can see right over here, I've got my meetings set up. I've got one meeting at 4 p.m. today, scheduled today. And by the way, as soon as the meeting is due, I would get a notification for it right in Blitzit. And the cool part of a Google meeting, for example, you can see this task over here is Google Meeting. Once I launch the task, it launches me straight into the meeting. So I don't have to go and get lost in trying to find where my meeting link is. It's just right in front of me as soon as I launch the task itself that's connected to Google Calendar, which is really convenient, right? So essentially, that's the vision of Blitzit. So far, we do also have inbuilt analytics to track your productivity and see how you're progressing through the week. This gives you really important insights on how often you're finishing your task early or late based on the estimated time you give it. We have a bunch of preferences from converting it to light mode, to switching on Pomodoro timers, to picking your alerts for notifications. We even have a fun little anti-distraction feature. As you're on your task, we will alert you with a anti-distraction notification to make sure you stay on task, essentially. So stuff like that, which a lot of our users really value. And our community is consistently growing. You can see right over here inside of Discord, it's a thriving community. People are getting so much value from the tool, and we're getting a lot of feedback. The best part is that people are becoming more productive, right? They feel the same kind of gap with their productivity as we did before we built Blitzit. And it's really fulfilling to see that people are actually becoming more productive using Blitzit. So in a nutshell, that's what Blitzit is. It's an actionable list that helps you get more done. Now, for those of you guys who have questions on where Blitzit is at in terms of where we're at as a company, we launched last year, and since last year we've generated substantial revenues. As you can see, we've gained a lot of customer traction, which is great to see. But the best part is that we're also growing our MRR consistently. You can see this curve over here since launching has only been going upwards in an upward trajectory, and will only continue to do so. So we're very excited that to commit to building Blitzit into a thriving company, and hence why we're capping the lifetime deal at only 2,000 slots. Because after that, it's not that we don't love money. We love money and we can use some more, but we also prefer recurring revenue as opposed to one-time costs, right? And so the idea is to build a foundation of users that can come in and give us that upfront cash flow through the lifetime deal. And as soon as we hit that the max slots, we're going to be pivoting to annual plans, because that we'll have the upfront cash investment to then market and build up a recurring revenue model. That's really the intention with that, and you can see it's consistently growing from our Stripe, as you can see over here, right? Now that you can see that all of our financials are very positive, to add to this, we're not a typical resource-intensive SaaS product, right? We are a downloadable application, so a lot of the resources run locally on your machines. We do have a server to sync all of the data across, all of the devices. But other than that, we're very minimal maintenance, and we have a small team. And it's going to stay that way until we grow into a thriving company. And we're already on our way towards that goal, right? And so we're very excited about the future of Blitzit. Now, if you do decide to jump into this deal, what can you expect for the future of Blitzit in terms of our roadmap? We'll jump into that part. Now, we're very excited about the future of Blitzit. Already this year, we launched a bunch of features, but we've also got a lot of features in the pipeline. We're taking close feedback from our community via the public roadmap. Our community is always submitting new ideas, and we're taking all of those into consideration and planning our roadmap ahead. So far, we've already released just this year alone the Notion and Google Calendar integration. We've launched Light Mode very recently, keyboard shortcuts to make your workflow much more powerful on Blitzit. That was released recently. And a whole bunch of other features. Now, what we have planned in the future, of course, new integrations are very important to us so that we can really truly fulfill a seamless workflow. For those of you guys might be on ClickUp or Asana, we want to bring all of your tasks into Blitzit from a single integration that syncs all of your tasks seamlessly. Along with that, we're also prioritizing our mobile app, which is really important. I'm sure that everyone can agree creating and managing tasks on the go is really important. So we've got our mobile app 75% done already, and we're hoping that it'll be released either at the end of December or early 2025. We've got a bunch of other features in the roadmap, as you can see, that we've planned. Sharing lists with colleagues. By the way, Blitzit is not a team app, it's a personal productivity tool. But in the future, we would love the possibility of allowing you to share your lists with your colleagues, for instance. We're also going to continue to build our gamification features. And we have this great idea to allow public leaderboards so everyone can compete with how productive they are throughout the week, completing tasks, getting early streaks, getting daily streaks, weekly streaks, etc. And this will be just a powerful way to create more accountability and more excitement in actually completing your tasks and competing with the wider community. And we'll then also tie that into rewards. We also have a break time library feature that's coming up where people can assign specific items that they want to do during their breaks. This could be perhaps listening to a specific podcast or reading a book, drinking some water, etc. So making your breaks a lot more meaningful and just being more mindful about your time spent instead of like doom scrolling, for instance. And there's a bunch of other features that you can go ahead and check out within our public roadmap. Simply go to submit a feature and you'll come into our Frill platform where we actually manage all of our roadmap ideas and milestones. We're also planning AI assistants where there's two parts to this. You can generate tasks by just simply speaking to AI, rambling about what you need to complete for the week, for the day, and then the AI will just take those that information and create a task list for you. On top of that, we want to create AI coaching. So the AI coach will essentially ingest all of your productivity stats from your reports and give you some valuable insights and feedback on how to optimize your day. That's pretty much it for Blitzit. I'm going to mark this as done, and I'll take a break. So that covers pretty much everything you need to know about Blitzit. Hope you guys are excited about what we're building here, and I'd love to see you on the other side. Take care.